Being homeless, to me, I would define it as not having a secure environment for yourself and for your children. There's always been homeless people in any town across New Zealand, and they're the homeless that you can see. They're the homeless that we'll see down Main Street of Tauranga. The term we use, hidden homeless, they're our shy homeless. They're the ones that don't want to be seen. They're the ones that are staying in their cars, that will pack up early morning by the time the sun comes up. They're the ones that are hiding in our bushes, and they're our families that really actually need lots of support and lots of help. We've been getting about 20 inquiries a day for homelessness, so that's huge. That is women and children, that is couples, that is families with mum, dad and children. I've got a family at the moment. He works full time and they're staying in their van outside his work because he moved down from Auckland to a really good job but couldn't secure accommodation. So they've got good credit, they've got enough income to rent, but they can't find a house, so that's the problem. Anyone can be given a 90-day notice, so that's when your landlord will just issue a 90-day notice to vacate. The impact that it has on the person being evicted is that they have to find another alternative accommodation, and what that looks like for them is a huge financial burden. It's a huge stress. Do they have to move schools for their children? They could be working, and if they can't find another home in Tauranga, where are they going to end up? When you've got 150 applicants applying for one house, it's always going to be hard for anyone to sustain housing or even get their foot in the door. For example, we've got a mum that we're working with at the moment who has a 12-year-old daughter. She works full-time. She got her 42-day notice because her property had sold. She had been to numerous private viewings for houses. She went for another rental in Greden and it was advertised for $350 and a family came in and offered her $400. It's a competitive market. Tauranga has this perception that there are no issues here. It's a lovely place to bring your children. That perception isn't actually true. It's a lovely place to raise your children, but we do have issues here. I think the benefit rate needs to increase for a start, because the benefit rate equates to less than $7 an hour. In Tauranga, our actual living wage is $21 an hour. So I don't see how anyone on a benefit can expect to live, and they're just going to be living in poverty. They're not going to be moving forward. So how can you afford to live in a 3-bedroom house that would have been, say, $320 4 years ago? Now it's $450, $500, when the benefit actually is only $325.98 a week, which is what your gross income is, or a low income at $450. How can you afford to live when you've got to pay $400 or $450 a week in rent? It's a community problem. I think we need to band together as a community and work together to alleviate this problem. So we want people that own properties to rent them out, and we want them to rent them out as market rent. We don't want them to rent it out for $150 more because they know they can get that for them. Help the people that are here so we can sustain a good future for our children.